right? This is being pushed on us that like the future is AI. The future is artificial intelligence. Why are they pushing artificial intelligence on people? Is because, well, maybe it's right there in the name. They want you to be intelligent artificially. It's a veneer. You're not actually intelligent. You might be an idiot, and not to be mindful of that, but to forcefully reject.
Hello, everyone. Insightful Nomad here, and today I give you the very accomplished conspiracy theorist and Jew hater, Candace Owens. You look at her schedule for the week. It's like Sunday, the Jews; Monday, Israel; Tuesday, the Jews; Wednesday, Brigitte Macron, the wife of the French president, is a man; Thursday, the Jews; Friday, the moon landing never happened. What is going on with this woman? Could it all be part of some grift? It turns out that Candace Owens has changed a lot. So I give you Candace Owens then versus Candace Owens now. And you tell me which one you prefer.
That I work for Prager University, which is run by an Orthodox Jew. Not a single Democrat showed up to the embassy opening in Jerusalem. I sat on a plane for 18 hours to make sure that I was there.
These characters are just being inserted into places to serve Israel. That makes Israel the master of the universe. And that's troubling.
Before we talk about this, but what are your views on Islam?
How's it going in the UK? Those are my views. Okay, you can't. They have different views than us. Their views are that Western civilization is corrupted and awful, and it doesn't follow their code of ethic.
Hamas, ISIS, all of these people are just so conveniently. These terror groups are so convenient in helping Israel expand its borders. We know that now. We're aware of these operations that you're running and constantly blaming it on Muslims, radical Muslims. It's always been killing Christians, and you've always been pointing the finger at Muslims.
But you didn't vote for Donald Trump, to be clear.
I did not.
After dropping out of college, Owens became CEO of Degree 180, a website which included, among other things, a blog focused on taking down then-candidate Donald Trump. One article was titled, "Does Donald Trump Actually Have a Small Penis?" The piece concluded that Donald Trump most likely has a penis the size of an infant.
Trump derangement syndrome. What is it? Do I have it? Is there a cure? Fact. Donald Trump won the presidency in the same way that Obama won it before him. The American people voted.
Trump, he is telling you he is not America first. I don't even know if he's America second at this point. It's all so ridiculous and disappointing. Just honestly embarrassing.
Sitting next to a Jewish guy who has lived way sooner than slavery was, just in the 1940s. They survived a near genocide, okay?
And you say to people, okay, what is it about Hitler? Why is he the most evil? Well, the first thing people would say is, well, an ethnic cleansing almost took place. And now I offer back, you mean like we actually did to the Germans?
I do not believe that we should be characterizing Hitler as a nationalist. He was a homicidal, psychopathic maniac that killed his own people.
World War II, convincing Americans. It's like totally cool to want to genocide Germans. Totally cool. The Germans are so evil. We can do this with movies. We're going to create this image and we're going to war. Because people in their minds think, oh, well, if it's in a book and a publisher agreed to publish it, HarperCollins published this book about Kamala, they must have fact-checked this and all of this must be true. People have this wrong perception. So Grok is saying there's no basis and he's crawled the biographies. Except he missed Robert Maxwell's authorized biography. And Robert Maxwell got to read and approve. That's what it means to have an approved biography. And Grok says, nothing to see here, right? This is being pushed on us that like the future is AI. The future is artificial intelligence. Why are they pushing artificial intelligence on people? Is because, well, maybe it's right there in the name. They want you to be intelligent artificially. It's a veneer. You're not actually intelligent. You might be an idiot, and not to be mindful of that, but to forcefully reject these tech lords. But then I use the software that Xavier Poussard introduced me to, the World Economic Forum's Face++ software. I don't know how this software works, but I've learned to trust it. I really trust that software, and it only further commits me to Xavier Poussard's research, which is that Brigitte Macron lived as Jean-Michel Trogneau. And that software has proven to me that she really has. The angst of that cannot feel good. Like you think you're so right and you're dropping what you think are receipts about somebody's life. And the scariest part of that for me is really the IQ element, because it doesn't really matter how much research you do. Some things should just go to you, oh, you know what, that just sounds ridiculous. Jean-Michel Trogneau took Brigitte Trogneau's identity at some point. It's very obvious he kind of becomes his sister. That's what seems to be the most logical conclusion based off of everything.
America voted for a misogynist, said every actor and actress everywhere just after they had got finished smooching up to Harvey Weinstein.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, the obvious conclusion is that Brigitte Macron took her brother's identity, or oh my God, what is going on with this woman? I mean, yeah, she could be like one of these new age politicians who just lies all the time in flip-flops and nobody cares anymore. Yeah, I mean, person's a grifter. Look, she changes her position like the wind based on, I don't know, wherever her viewership is at that moment. The Israelis are masters of the universe, according to her. That would be nice. It would be nice to sit here and be master of the universe. I wish it was right. I do wish I were a citizen of the masters of the universe. My life would be easier, you know? I wouldn't be paying such high taxes. I wouldn't have such a high cost of living here. I wouldn't be surrounded by enemy countries that constantly want to attack us, you know? But yeah, I mean, the conspiracy theory can go very far, like what you was saying there about I mean, it's Israel that kills Christians. This is a thing that's just really gone out of control at this point, because this, you know, it's become a popular thing for some of these podcasters and people to sit there in America and talk about how Israel treats Christians. We're not perfect in how we treat Christians over here, but we're far and away better than our neighbors. Much better than Egypt, that has had several brutal terror attacks against churches that were blown up, that killed hundreds of people. That's had multiple cases of Coptic girls being kidnapped and forced converted to Islam, for example. Much better than what's going on in Syria, where they're massacring Christians over there. Much better than what happened recently in Libya a few years ago, where they beheaded a bunch of Christians, or the Congo, where they beheaded 70 Christians in a church. I mean, look at these horrific things that are going on. So if you really care about Christians, then you would be talking about these things and not just talking all day about Israel, you know? But I don't think she really cares about Christians. And after seeing this clip, do you?